6221 NASDAQ Composite. This is an update, and the update is obvious. This was yesterday's high, and we're not going higher, are we? No, because we're not. And that's exactly what the chart says. Now, another thing is the sell signal. It's only day one, but it's a slight decline. Okay. The other thing we look at is the RSI and the buy signal. The buy signal is very good now. It's very strong. So when we do pull back, stocks will have short-term support. And stocks have been selling from the highs down to the lows and then bouncing, and that's what they've been doing. So we have that the 50-day moving average, which is going to come upon it, and that could act as a springboard. Okay, and then when we get below it, then we're talking about the 20-day moving average, and the 100-day below that blue line is the 50-day. And that's where we're going to come, and that's going to be the support level. And that will be what we call a 50-day support level of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, today being the 6th day of where we had this movement that we were looking for, and we had continued the rally. And that is the amount of trading days that we have had in this upswing. The thing that we see going on is stocks are making highs and then coming down. And all of them. And, you know, a lot of the gaps. When they gap open, you chase to buy the gap, but then they come down. Sound familiar to you? Or you go to get your option entry, you got it at the price, but then it goes lower. Sound familiar? Well, this is what we see going on in the NASDAQ Composite overall. And one of the things that we're going to be watching carefully is that when we do hit the 50-day, and we're going there, we could gap down and hit it and then bounce. And do we come back and make a new high right here? Yesterday's high is the high that has to be taken out. Now, seasonality says summertime, you get rallies. So this rally started from the breakout point. You know, we've got good 10 trading days in here, and we got above all the moving averages, and we got to daily buy signals on the comp, but we're not making new highs. And this is a reversal. So this is going to be the volatility that this NASDAQ composite will bring. It'll test that. It could even undercut it, hit it with a long wick, test it, and then bounce right up. That is one scenario. The other scenario is for you to take the free 5-day trial and start there, because there is where it all starts, live, in play, with the markets, just like we're doing right now. We're going into the closing bell on the second trading day of the calendar month of June. We know that May, you had nothing but selling. So when we look at the daily and we go back, just remember, this is where the rally started, right here. And that was on 5/19. And you can see the breakout. We went through all of these. All the live videos are here on the channel. Then we made this high up here on 6/1. That was yesterday at 13,836. And I can tell you what the volatility will be before it even happens. And it goes like this. And you can be prepared for it. Is that you get the downside volatility that shakes out the recent buyers. Okay, and test the moving averages, bounce, and it's either going to be a lower high. When you do come down and test and you bounce, it would be a lower high, and then you would come back, and you can even come back down here to 13,662, let's say, or 13,362. And then, but we're up at the top of the range. And that is a NASDAQ composite update. And the NASDAQ 100 stocks, the big, large cap, are having pullbacks today. And they are. And they started by opening higher and then making lower lows for a good part of the day. And that is low volatility that goes from negative back to positive or positive to negative. It starts out positive, goes negative, then it comes back up. And that's the kind of market we're in at the moment on the NASDAQ composite. Once again, sign up and get the alerts that we give out on these indexes that will guide you. All you have to do is sign up for the free trial or give us a telephone call, and you can get in on that. At least you won't be left alone